Jesus rose from the supper table, took off his outer garment, and taking a towel tied it round him. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet and wipe them with the towel. Then he took a cup, and after giving thanks, he said, "Take this and share it among yourselves. For I tell you, from this moment I shall not drink the fruit of the vine until the time when the kingdom of God comes." Then he took bread, and after giving thanks, he broke it, and gave it to them with the words, "This is my body." Then he went out and made his way as usual to the Mount of Olives, accompanied by the disciples. When he reached the place, he said to them, "Pray that you may be spared the test." When he rose from prayer and came to the disciples, he found them asleep, worn out by grief. "Why are you sleeping?" he said. "Get up and pray that you might be spared the test." While he was still speaking, a crowd appeared. They arrested him and led him away. They brought him to the high priest's house, and Peter followed at a distance. They lit a fire in the middle of the courtyard and sat round it, and Peter sat among them. 3 times he was recognized, and 3 times he denied knowing Jesus. At that moment, while he was still speaking, a cock crowed, and the Lord turned and looked at Peter. Peter remembered the Lord's words, "Tonight, before the cock crows, you will disown me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. They led him away to execution. They took hold of a man called Simon from Cyrene, on his way in from the country. Putting the cross on his back, they made him carry it behind Jesus. When they reached the place called the Skull, they crucified him there. It was about midday, and a darkness fell over the whole land, which lasted until 3 in the afternoon. The sun's light failed, and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Then Jesus uttered a loud cry and said, "Father, into your hands I commend my spirit." And with those words he died. Taking his body down from the cross, they wrapped it in a linen sheet and laid it in a tomb cut out of rock, in which no one had been laid before. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb. She saw that the stone had been moved away from the entrance. "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb," she said. And as she wept, she peered into the tomb and saw 2 angels in white sitting there, one at the head and one at the feet where the body of Jesus had lain. They asked her, "Why are you weeping?" She answered, "They have taken my Lord away, and I don't know where they have laid him." With these words, she turned round and saw Jesus standing there.